Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik cast channel. Alright, let's just do this one for Shannon Garcia. Shannon Garcia, thank you very much for recommending this video. As you know, we went back and forth in the comments. I'm not keen on Playboy the Beast because I'm a fan of Loza. And when he was going off the Loza, I was like, I ain't got time for diss tracks or anything, or people who are bringing about infighting in the Patriot movement and all that stuff. But I guess you kind of gave me another perspective to say when you go into combat with someone, it's a two-way street. Same time, Loza's not. I don't think Loza's too keen on just. Even though I understand a lot of people say Loza's instigating things and this, that, and the other, but hey, this is rap. When you drop a lot, drop an attack against somebody, even if you respond and someone else starts it, in the rap world, it seems to bring about, pointless squabbles, and I really dislike that, to be honest. So I generally do not do diss tracks and so on the channel, but hey, this is probably nothing to do with that, so whatever. Who knows? Maybe I'll even check out Eminem again one day. Of course, I'm a fan of just good rap no matter how it comes, but whatever. Let's do this. All lives matter, and I'm all about that. Hopefully I'll dig up that video. The first video I put out there that got viral, 4,000 views. Anyway, here we go. Street soldiers. All right, mate. Sound good? Nice cadence.
Time's wasting, I'm done being complacent. I think it's finally time that we've had this conversation. My turn to talk, shut up and don't say shit. Just trying to make it, but you'll lock us in this cage. We can get a fair shake with these court-appointed lawyers. Even if we go to trial, guaranteed it will destroy you. Some brothers stitching while the others copping pleas. Systematic racism can't afford them lawyer fees. Black lives matter too, I got a family to feed. But ain't no jobs where I'm from and I can't get a degree. So I'm about to hit the block and get this shit by any means. Cause where I'm from, there's no such thing as the American dream. Just shot my nephew, man, I swear he had his hands up. Shot him in the back while he was trying to pull his pants up. I'm yelling fuck 12 with my middle fingers up. We would never trust the system, the government is corrupt.
Ooh, okay, what I like about Playboy, I gotta say, this is proper rap. The kind of rap that, I've been listening to a lot of Patriot rappers, so like, and a lot of the Patriot rappers, the, I don't care what you stand on this, but on the Tom McDonald side, the Burden, the Struggle Jennings, what's that dude's name? Getting it mixed up because Mises, Adam Calhoun, the Tyson James, the Bryson Gray, and this Loza, and so on. Listen to some of them when they're bringing out their messages and their memes and all that stuff to just to poke fun at and troll the left, if you will. Sometimes the flows kind of go out the window and the message takes precedence. But what Playboy's doing here is very flow heavy. This is the kind of stuff you catch from just pure rhymers. You typically on the left, I'm not saying he's a lefty or anything, but I'm saying that the people, before we got into just putting down our, so before a lot of us just got into, like me, started this journey and got into promoting patriotic stuff more than anything else, the messages that actually impact society, we listen to rappers with flows like this, like Playboy. And I'm like, okay. But the trick with that kind of rap is that sometimes it'd be a lot of flow for, just for the sake of it, not with anything of use for society. But with the song called All Lives Matter, let's see where he's taking us with this. I gotta say, this is a very nice trip back to good old rapping flows, just good storytelling. Make of it what you will. But let's see how he's going with this.
Fuck 12.
What, the 12th Amendment? What's 12?
Black lives matter.
All right.
Black lives matter.
Marxism. Bloody hell.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. You and I, we don't don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I recognize that the left divides, a revolution is coming, it won't be televised. No, you and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I testify that big tech just lies, the revolution is coming, it won't be televised. No. What about my black life that doesn't matter to you? You think you've had it bad, I've lived a hard life too. You were not a victim, brother, you have been lied to. Bro, we from the same hood, I could have been like you. Though every day I risk my life to make the world a better place, but now they calling me a traitor, Uncle Tom in a disgrace. I put this badge on with pride, it's such a slap in the face. I joined the army, went through training just to keep y'all safe. And this the things that I get, they wanna lower my pay. Man, fuck that, blue lives matter, I got something to say. I've seen too many good men lose their life for this job. I kiss my kids and give them love before I hop in the squad. Every day's another risk, but all I'm fearing is God. I know it's hard to where we from, but man, you can defy the odds. We don't want the same thing, yet here we stand so divided. We the people stand together, they fear us being united. Back to blue.
Interesting. Back to blue, man. Again, like I was saying in my other video, reaction to Tyson James about all these colors. Blue means left. No, blue means right wing in the UK. It means left wing in America. Yet there's blue means the cops also, and the left ones are cancel the blue, but at the same time they want the blue to enforce laws to crush the right, who are saying back the blue. And it's like, you know, it's about Officer Tatum says. One thing you got to rate is that whether you agree with somebody or not, when they stick to their guns, you can at least know where you stand with them. Officer Tatum tends to back the blue through and through. He doesn't like cops who give crooked cops who give the blue a bad name, but in a good old saying society, just have respect for the authorities. At the same time, you're watching so-called police abuse the so-called authority around the world, in Australia and UK, just telling people to stay in their houses. Yeah, but what you're saying is unconstitutional. Shut up! I got the stick. You know, you're like, huh? Yeah, we're the ones backing you, and now you're trying to thwack us on the head with these nightsticks. Anyway, and then of course, it's all this provocation is trying to get people to turn on the cops. Well, thankfully, it brings people's attention back to the Second Amendment. If anybody's violating that amendment around you, and you can prove it, use a 2A. That's essentially it. This is what the Constitution is for. The government tries to infiltrate all these roles that civil servants play. You need something such as a 2A to keep traitors out your way. Anyway. And it's funny what Playboy, the Beast, was saying with this verse here. It reminds me of that comedy sketch that Doc Rich put up on his channel the other day about this white guy saying who grew up around black people, but being quite poor himself, and he's saying, "Boy, I hear a lot of talk about white privilege. Man, I miss that." I mean, people say to me, "You got white privilege." I was like, "You think I got all that white privilege? I moved in a house right next to you." It's like, honestly, do you think if I just took all your stuff and just don't have it? Somebody took both of us stuff and messing with us. There are entities at work into society, the deep state, of course, the ones I alluded to, who are infiltrating all these institutions that ought to be serving us through our election system, that misrepresent our values, and that have robbed people of their rightfully earned privileges and protections through certain people who'd like to give all to the government, typically on the left. But anyway, let's just see where this multiple perspective rap is taking us. This is not like Joyner Lucas with just two perspectives. It looks like we're gonna have a third perspective here, third verse. Let's get it.
Blue lives matter. Blue lives matter. Blue lives matter. Blue lives matter. You and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I recognize that the left divides, a revolution is coming, it won't be televised. No, you and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I testify that big tech just lies, the revolution is coming, it won't be televised. No, you a sellout to the hood, don't give a fuck where you from. We all choose our own path, and it's the one that I'm on. So don't you ever try to judge me, you ain't walked in my shoes. You think you have, but you ain't never been through what I've been through. Just calm down and let me talk to you, son. You need to take accountability for things that you've done. We can't keep making excuses. I came where you come from. If I can make it, you can make it. Man, just lower that gun. Nah, it's too late for talking now. There's no going back. It's death the president. Fuck that. I'm not going back. If I was white, we wouldn't be here, and you know that's a fact. This officer's about to kill me just because my skin's black. Nah, we ain't no bad, and you should know that by now. Man, we don't really wanna hurt you. We can work this out. But how do black lives matter if we killing each other? This only ends two ways. Don't make me do this, my brother.
Alright, so it's just the two perspectives, the black cop and the black hoodlum. Any white voices are available? No? Alright. This is so silly. I think what's good about this video is that he's pointing out how silly this whole thing is. All the while, the so-called elites who made the system are unaffected. They don't even have to put on stupid muzzle masks. And they're as soon as they hear, it's like, what's the girl's name? Kamala. Or Kamala, I might as well call her. Saying, I smoked marijuana and I listened to Tupac and it was great. And I lost, put over 2,000 people in jail over marijuana possession. And, oh yeah, there's a girl in Russia right now who seems to be, going through a few issues over THC. And, yeah, I think we should fight to get her out because Russia's evil. Oh well. And she's thinking, what am I complaining about? I'm an elitist. I can just wipe my hands off the whole thing. Anyways, sure. Anyway. All lives matter. I mean, who the hell needs to be told that life matters? If you haven't seen that video I put out there, which I'll pull out one day, it's tucked away right now. One of my old channels. What the hell is a black life? Let alone who needs to be told it matters. Life is life. There's no bloody shade on any of this. Idiots. Anyway, but no one needs to be bloody told this. The people who scream the loudest usually have the most to hide about this. Anyway, for God's sake. It is so like, to even talk about it, it makes me inside, I roll my eyes, but I'm like, I don't even want to bother doing that. You don't need to be told this stuff. I gotta say, if there's one thing, as far as my conspiracy theory mind goes, if you want to put it in those terms, or just, curious mind goes, I'm even curious about this whole George Floyd thing in the first place. It's oddly timed, let's just put it that way, as to how all this stuff played out right before the 2020 business. It's very odd. Lives matter, for God's sake. All lives matter. All lives matter. People say it like they invented the term.
You and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I recognize that the left divides, a revolution is coming, it won't be televised, no. You and I, we don't see eye to eye, though we both bleed red, we on opposite sides. I testify that big tech just lies, the revolution is coming, it won't be televised, no.
Great piece, man. And hopefully people watching this will walk away with saying, this whole thing is silly, just like I'm saying. So somebody lose their temper, they want to slay somebody, and then they want an excuse to walk scot-free. First of all, this is not even the case of people. Look, you're not dealing with people who are just losing their marbles all of a sudden and just going around slaying people indiscriminately, only to beg for excuses. These people have been set up to do this. People are being funded by Mr. George Soros. That's something that should come to light eventually, if it not already. This stuff is way too convenient to be kicking off right about now. This central bank global currency system is breaking down right now, and they're looking for distractions. Rile up the people who want to say the N-word in all their songs, but can't be better to have their lyrics repeated back to them. For Pete's sake, how pathetic. Anyway. Please tell me he has that character in the back of his car. I don't know. Nice video, mate. Now, after all this said and done, The hell with this nonsense. And everybody, get a life. Anyway, but still, Playboy, great piece. For God's sake. Anyway, God bless you all. Playboy Beast, that's a great piece. Shannon Garcia, thank you so much. I'm glad I checked it out. And everybody, get a life already. This whole thing is nonsense. All right, peace. God bless you. Where we go and we go.